There are people whose lives are carved not by luck, but by courage. People who were handed a fate they never asked for, yet chose dignity over despair. Today we tell the story of Mary Ann Bevan, a mother, a nurse, a woman life tried to break, who refused to bend.
Born Different. Real Stories.
Mary Ann Webster was born on December 20th, 1874, in Playstore, East London, one of 8 children in a working-class family. She grew up in a world where opportunities were rare, especially for women. But Mary Ann fought her way into nursing, a profession built on care, compassion, responsibility. She married a farmer, Thomas Bevan. Together they raised 4 children, a warm, loving home filled with laughter and plans for the future. Until one day, everything changed. In 1914, tragedy struck. Thomas died suddenly, leaving Mary Ann a widow at only 40. 4 children, no stable income, a world at war. And then her own body turned against her. Her hands began to swell, her jaw grew heavy. Her face, once ordinary, changed so drastically that even friends struggled to recognize her. Mary Ann had acromegaly, a rare condition caused by a tumor of the pituitary gland, flooding her body with excessive growth hormone. Acromegaly enlarges the hands, feet, and facial bones. It distorts features. It brings headaches, vision loss, joint pain, fatigue. Today, it can often be treated with surgery or medication. But a century ago, medicine didn't yet understand it. No cure, no support. Only the world's gaze, often cruel, always loud. Unable to continue nursing, unable to find work, facing hunger and eviction, Mary Ann made a choice no mother should ever face. She entered a homeliest woman contest. She won. Soon she was hired into sideshows in England, then in New York's Coney Island. Posters labeled her the ugliest woman in the world. She endured laughter, newspaper mockery, crowds who paid to stare. But Mary Ann stood there anyway. Not for ego, not for fame, but because it was the only way to feed her children and keep them educated, safe, clothed, warm. Those who knew her described a quiet strength, a dignity that no insult could take away. Doctors, including the legendary Harvey Cushing, defended her humanity. Showmen who worked with her spoke of her politeness and her unwavering purpose. Mary Ann never complained, never hid, never asked for pity. She simply did what she had to do so her children wouldn't suffer, and she succeeded. Her income from the sideshow paid for their futures. By her late 50s, declining vision, joint pain, and complications from acromegaly left her too weak to perform. She passed away on December 26, 1933, 59 years old, laid to rest in South London, just close to home as she wished. But her story did not end there. Mary Ann Bevan became a symbol of how society treats visible difference, of the strength buried inside ordinary people, of a mother's unquestionable devotion. Her life reminds us beauty is not the shape of a face, dignity is not decided by crowds, and courage can look like standing under the harshest spotlight for the sake of the ones you love. Mary Ann Bevan was called many things, but history remembers something far greater. A mother who chose love over shame, strength over fear, and dignity over the world's cruelty. Born different, lived with courage, remembered with respect.